Hey, what's up guys? Little change of pace here and scenery. I'm about to do a cigar review courtesy of the Cajun Blaze, which I'm very much looking forward to trying. We'll talk about that in a second, but yeah, change of scenery here. Fall's coming. I never use this screened-in porch. I prefer to sit on the deck that I have off of my bedroom with the little bistro set, and I got the pepper plants out there, and it's really cool for the summer and spring, but for fall and winter, the screen-in porch is better. It keeps the snow and the rain off my head because there's a roof. In fact, there's skylights here too, and I got fans out here if it does get, you know, too hot or something. But I don't know, I don't spend a lot of time out here, so I figured I'd just spend more time. So I clean up a little bit. Don't have much out here. I have a deck set, which I never use, never really have company or anything. I got a weight bench, which I do use, and of course my bicycle. And a dog crate, or cage, or pen. Dog pen sounds nice. Dog cage sounds bad, like it's some kind of a punishment thing. And I don't use this for punishment, but in the fall and winter, when it starts getting a little bit colder out, I am going to have that inside. I'll clean up real nice and load it up with all kinds of blankets, and you know, put a nice plush dog bed in there for Gus to go hang out in. A lot of times dogs find that their cage or crate or pen, whatever you want to call it, they find safety in it. They find comfort in it because they're enclosed. So they can relax a little bit more, go to sleep easier, and of course in this case we'll have a place to go and just totally cuddle up in blankets and stuff if you wanted to, if it was chilly. But anyway, that'll go in for the winter. So I even changed my coffee mug here. Switched to a Pottery Barn mug, which happens to match the makeshift ashtray. This little thing here is not really an ashtray. It's like a tray that you're supposed to put in your bathroom and put candles on. But I'm not doing that ever. My friend gave it to me to use for something, and it works perfectly for an ashtray, for a cigar ashtray. It's got like a bevel in it, so it's just perfect. Anyway, coffee I am about to enjoy with this cigar is a bold roast from Starbucks. It's called Sumatra. It's one of my favorite Starbucks coffee. I don't have a lot of experience with Starbucks stuff, but I got this on a whim. The K-Cups were on sale because they're usually the most expensive, and I thought, what the heck, it's on sale. And I bought a box, and it is delicious. Really, really flavorful, really bold, dark, deep roast, and I'm enjoying it black. Actually, I'm going to have some right now. Delicious. And to accompany that, the reason you're watching this video is for this cigar. This was courtesy of the Cajun Blaze, or Cigar Blaze, depending on what channel you watch. You should subscribe to both. Brian is an awesome, awesome guy. And I've seen him talk about these Flor de Gerards in many a video. And every single time he talked about it, I thought, wonder what those taste like. And they're exclusive through Piper's Haven. It's the only place you can get them in the world, I believe. I think Cusada is the cigar company that puts them out for Rene Gerard. There's all the contact information if you want to order them to try. Got their phone number and everything on there. Nice little message from Brian here in the back. It says, hey Jeff, the Toro Gordo 6x60 is the big boy, also including a Rothschild and a Breva. Enjoy, Brian. This is the Breva size. The Rothschild is smaller in length but wider in diameter, has a bigger ring gauge. And the Toro Gordo, excuse me, is the beast. That's a 6x60, and that'll be for, I don't know, some snowy winter day when there's a storm and I have nothing to do and nowhere to go and I'm just stuck. I will light that bad boy up and enjoy that for 2 hours, but certainly not ready for that kind of a smoke experience right this second. But it's really nice. He sent me 3 different versions of this cigar, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Nice deep, like dark chocolate colored wrapper. Already cut the head of it. Used my cigar cutter, cheapo cutter. Which, by the way, I've always just freehand cut cigars. Like I'd hold it through, find where I want, and then snip. But I recently saw someone use a cigar cutter on the table, where they put the cutter on the table like that, opened it up, and put their cigar in, like so, so that they had an even cut and only took off a tiny sliver. And then you can do that multiple times to get the length you want. You just want to make sure when you're snipping a cigar or cutting a cigar that you don't cut the entire cap off. Okay, as this is rolled, your outer leaf on the cigar, on the very end you have a cap. Sometimes it's a double cap or a triple cap, you know, for construction, but regardless, it's basically just that. It caps up the end, and the problem with that is that the cap is usually the same leaf as the wrapper. So if you cut the whole cap off, you start unraveling the outer leaf. And if you have a puncture or the outer leaf starts unraveling, or particularly people have problems with the label, you know, your cigar band, if there's too much glue or something, you rip that off. If you rip the outer layer of the leaf, you're not going to be able to smoke the cigar properly. It's going to, basically, it's like sucking through a straw with a hole in it, and it just doesn't work very well. So, I mean, the cigar is basically 3 parts. You got your filler, which is the leaf on the inside, then a binder usually, which is could be the same type of leaf, and then your wrapper, of course, which oftentimes is something completely different. I think it's pretty rare to have the same tobacco leaf or type for all 3, the filler, binder, and wrapper. It's pretty common to have totally different tobaccos. Like you could have a Nicaraguan filler and like you know, a Cuban style wrapper or something like that, or you know, different combinations thereof. But anywho, yeah, I use that. And for all the purists out there, not that I care, but I will be lighting this with some matches. These are those good matches I got from pipesandcigars.com, and there's their info as well. But anyway, yep, I'm gonna light this this cigar up, and I will get back with you. I'm taking another sip of my delicious coffee, and I'll let you know what I think initially, and just get relaxed out here. What's up, guys? I'm back for a minute here. Grabbed the Spyderco to do a little tribute for the Cajun Blades. The man of the hour hooked me up with this Flor de Gerard. Beautiful cigar. I really like it. I had to fix the burn a little bit. It was a little wonky. Okay, but no fault of the cigar. It's because I'm using this ashtray, and as I sit it in the ashtray, the base of the cigar that's touching the surface doesn't have the air to burn the same. So the top started burning faster than the bottom. So to remedy that, when I put the cigar down, I tend to like want to have the label facing out, which is so stupid. No one can see it but me. No one cares. But I'm putting it down the same way. So I just learned that if you're using an ashtray for a cigar, every time I put it down, just put it down on a different angle so that it's rotating. This way, you let the oxygen, you know, revolve around the entire cigar so it burns straight and even. So shouldn't be it's not the fault of the cigar. It's just my own user error, I suppose. But anyway, it's been a really nice stick so far. Sun's going down a little bit, getting a little bit darker out. It's really, really nice. The flavor's been really consistent. Really, I mean, there's no flavor change at all. But I like the flavor. That initial flavor was really good. It's definitely high quality. I don't think it's like one of the best cigars I've ever had in my life, but honestly, it's offering something to me that I've never had before. And again, going on the whole, you know, theme that from the beginning is every time I have a cigar, I want something new. I want a new experience and something to enjoy that I haven't had before. And this is definitely offering something that I've never had before. Made it in the Dominican Republic. Again, if I didn't say before, I believe Cusada is the cigar company that's making these for the folks over at Piper's Haven. But you know, construction's good, the pack's good. Something I don't really talk about much is the draw. On this one, it has a slightly tighter draw, meaning that the you know, the filler is packed in a little bit tighter, so you have to suck on a little bit harder. Of course, when you cut the end, you can cut it a little bit wider to help with the draw, but you know, a little bit of a tighter pack than the cigars I'm used to, thus far anyway. But besides that, it's been really good. Like I said, it's flavorful. It's got kind of that same really dark, raw, definitely like a raw, deep, dark chocolate flavor. It's very subtle. It's not like eating a piece of dark chocolate. It is a very subtle note, but it's definitely there, and it's pronounced. And it's mixed with that same earthiness, but very consistent with, like I said, like a rainstorm type smell you have in the air. You kind of get that taste in the cigar. And it is still pairing beautifully with the black coffee, which is almost out, so might have to make another cup because I'm enjoying it that much. But anyway, just want to give you an update here. I'm a little bit above the halfway mark there, so I'll get back with you at the end. Like I said, so far no flavor changes or anything, so I'll certainly let you know if anything progresses differently. Otherwise, I'll give you a recap at the end and my conclusion of this beautiful stick. So that's it. I'll see you soon. Alright guys, I'm definitely done with this. I was actually enjoying it so much that I took it down to a smaller nub than I normally would. Just because at this point it gets way too hot and it gets very squishy too, you know, from all the tobacco burn the entire time, and your lips on the end, you know, it just gets, when it's wet like that, it obviously gets hotter even easier. So I mean, it's not just what you see in the end, it's actually a cone on the inside burning, so it's right next to your lips, and it's just it's too hot to enjoy anymore. So I'm calling it quits. It's almost a sad ending because I really enjoyed it. It's been a really delicious, I can say, cigar, but extremely savory.